Middle of October.
Click it again. Okay. There we are. Do I need the mic? I think we're good. So this is, I'm just checking we are live. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Welcome to the 439th time we've gotten together. We are here. I'll start with this. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mohkinstsis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sitapi, the Siksika Gaianai Pigani, and Amskapi Pigani. We acknowledge all the Treaty 7 signatories, including the Tsuut'ina people, as well as the Ayarhe Nakota nations, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. This land is also the home of Métis Nation Region 3 and all others who call this place home. So,
Yay!
Yay!
There's like literally thousands of people here.
Thousands!
It's like a rock concert.
Can't control them all, but we're all masked and vaccinated.
But we all survived the election, so we're happy.
Okay.
We dodged Armageddon.
What are you wearing tonight, Jesse?
What?
Uh,
A snappy
okay, you
black
gotta wear the same.
top.
You gotta wear something different than last week. I'm gonna.
It has a different neck cut.
No,
Okay.
you have to wear something different than last
I'll
week.
wear-
We're gonna get people bidding on last week. Put like a hat on or something.
I'll find like right now.
No, I'm kidding. In the future, please.
I'll wear polka dots next time. Yeah.
The polka dot door. The polka dot door.
Okay, so Sandra gave us these beautiful cards, and they are based on the goddesses of literature. So all of these really beautiful authors from around the world. And I got Mirabai, it's devotion. So this is the. Do you want to pass the card? I'll just see what it says about her.
Oh yeah, and if you guys can buy some copies of the Calgary Herald tomorrow, I'd love copies.
So
When you're done, like for those of you that don't have cats, or if you could pull out the one section that I'm in, and that the cats pee on everything else, or if you really don't like me, you could buy my story and let the cats pee on me. But you do buy the Herald, I'd love copies.
thank you. So the first piece of inspiration is Mirabai, devotion, worship, passion, the sublime. Instead of attending to her royal and wifely duties, Princess Mirabai wrote intense, erotic devotional poetry to the god Krishna, whom she thought of as her lover. Mirabai's in-laws loathed her unconventional ways, and she miraculously escaped their poisoning attempts twice. When the in-laws tried to bring her back into the family, Mirabai spent the night at a Krishna temple and disappeared. Legend has it that she merged with Krishna's image that night, or continued on her spiritual pilgrimage in disguise. So it's pretty lovely. And the second piece of inspiration. I could put new books up here. I keep pulling up the exact same books over. Or I guess I could just keep pulling up different ones from this thing. Here.
Yeah,
Michelle and Kelly,
Kelly,
can you hear me?
Yes.
I accidentally, we had to delete some stuff, and so when we deleted the stuff, it brought me in twice. So I was manically trying to delete the extra version of me. It was kind of like a Star Trek Evil Kirk and Kind Kirk.
The trouble with triples.
Yeah, we'll take
But
one.
as soon as that went wrong, you guys started helping me. So if you heard me yelling, "Will you guys be quiet?" That was just my brain trying to settle the digital noise, not you guys. I love you.
No, we didn't hear any of that.
Oh, no,
It
there
was
was
totally
nothing. It was
fine.
just me praising the help you're giving me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm a good
exactly.
person.
But nothing bad happened on our end or my end, so
Okay.
all good.
Okay.
all good.
When I'm teaching at school and the technology goes down, you get like 30 kids yelling at you advice on how to fix it all at once, and it's the least helpful thing in the world.
And then
And then when the teachers are presenting, or the admin is presenting for the teachers, and then something goes wrong, the teachers just turn into the exact same thing. We're all there like, "Can you make it full screen?" You're like, "Shut up! This was working 10 seconds ago."
No, it's fair. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way. Jess, we're on live.
I know.
No,
You're
but
not
did you do the land acknowledgement?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Oh, good. I was talking right through it.
No, you were listening, and then you started talking after.
Okay.
So
And
our
then what'd you run for the wheel?
pieces of inspiration. I'll show the people at home.
People get ready. Camera's over there.
So
Mic's right here.
I'm trying to
I got another computer to set up.
find.
What's that?
I'm trying to explain what
Where's your
grotesque.
bone?
So the first piece of inspiration, I'm trying to find the author that I pulled up because the card was really beautiful.
Okay, this is awkward, Jess. I'm gonna need a code.
It's not awkward. I can't find the picture that I pulled out first.
Mirabelle?
Yeah.
Did we put it back?
I don't know. I didn't think I did.
Yes?
Yeah,
You have a
Maybe
code?
I did. I probably did. I'm looking.
Oh, and of course I shuffled the deck.
Oh no, it's okay. I did too when after the first one. I'm just getting a code for Rich and then I will tell the piece of
It's for
inspiration.
everybody.
I'm gonna find the card.
I'll just read it out of the book because
Code?
I remember the one. 999
Yeah.
466. Okay,
777.
That's so funny. Eric.
so
Your
for
shovel
the first
working
piece
on
of
it.
inspiration, I'll show you the picture.
Okay.
It
Very
was.
funny.
I need to make sure I'm holding it up to the screen. Mirabai. So I have these cards from Sandra. They're like oracle cards of these different authors and different symbols. So I was reading, it's a devotion. It stands for worship, passion, and the sublime. So that was the first one. And then the second piece of inspiration is the toad. And that stands for humor, the grotesque, and joy.
That looks
the
cute.
last one that Marlo picked was the apple. And that one stands for the senses, hunger, and sex. There we go. So these are inspirations. Well, I think I can.
Can you imagine if
I
a
just did.
giant glob of goo fell from the roof?
I'm so glad you're old enough to understand that.
Then I figured I missed. Okay, so that's from these. These are these cards here. I'll show you the cover of them.
Yeah, I just told it there. The literary witches.
Makes you happy.
So I have the book of them, and they give like suggested readings, and they give like suggested suggested readings from these different authors, and then Sandra brought these cards, and it's so beautiful. So those were our inspirations for tonight, and now we are going to. Rich, we can get that table out of the way too if you're. We're gonna make art for 2 hours. I'm gonna show you the pieces that are here to sell, and Rich is making art, and there's a few people coming in. This is wonderful. Hello, and yes, everything is awesome.
Am I on screen?
What?
Am I on screen?
Yes, you're on screen.
Yeah, you
We
are.
see you.
Turn it back.
You can see Rich, but you can't see the painting.
That's right. We can see from the top towards you.
Oh, good.
Process on his face.
Over the shoulder of the paint of the canvas.
Bye.
So just how many people are there tonight in the studio?
There are more now. So it was very quiet, only about 4 or 5, and now there's about maybe 10.
Wow, that's amazing.
10 wonderful people.
You usually find that they stay when the Remble starts, the auction starts at 9, or do people tend to just go away because of the time?
Yeah. I can't tell if you're serious.
No, it's good.
A lot of people stay.
Like it was like a really great.
Maybe they're almost coming for the later time. So like it's like quieter usually a little bit at the beginning. It used to be really busy at the beginning when people wanted a space and it was like slim pickings for all the tables when we could have everybody in. But since I guess it's been quieter, it's been more about like comfort, and then they want to come later on in the evening for like when the auction starts a little bit, I
Oh,
think.
neat.
Yeah.
That's cool. I always wondered because, I never really attended a Rumble in person. So,
Yeah, in the olden days when when everyone was just cramming in, everyone wanted their spot, so they'd like come at like 5:30 and
wow.
like just want to be here, have their place and get comfortable. But yeah, especially in the summer and stuff, but on quieter nights it's not like that.
Still nice to see some energy in the space.
Yeah, right? It is
Yeah.
really nice. And it's like, yeah, it's nice. Just yeah, it's okay. It is okay. And when it's like, especially when it's cold too, we never know who's gonna come, and it's like there's always brave souls that come down.
Right. For sure.
Okay, I'm gonna start showing work. I forgot to take the numbers off of last week, so I need to like make sure I'm doing this well.
Do you guys need more buttons?
All right.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I know that.
Until you change your mind about me.
It's interesting to hear the background too.
Oh yeah, can you hear a little bit?
Absolutely. Actually, you can hear it quite loudly.
Oh wow, that's good. Awesome, and hello to everybody. Nice seeing you on the conversation too. This is lovely.
I'll have to bear with me. Oh, sorry, you have two tabs. They're so much bigger. How much I do.
It's true, they're not nearly as big.
Yeah.
They're kind of very clumsy and like don't step on you.
I always feel bad when I tend to wait for them to just come to me. Like cats.
Oh,
yeah.
Face
down.
down.
Is that spot clean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, clean? You're good there, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe that's what it is, so
We're so used to each other here that when somebody fresh comes in and we don't immediately embrace you and make you feel welcome, it's our job to make you feel like, hey, welcome home, have a seat.
Yeah.
Now I'm just looking at numbers. What should I? Okay, I'm gonna grab some pieces, and as I pick them up, I guess I'll just put new numbers on them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or would you put letters? Or does that just confuse things?
oh,
Then you can still have the number on there and the letter.
right. Well, I have the letter. Oh, now I need tape. Oh my gosh, what a mess I am. I'm gonna ask her. Okay. Anyways,
Okay, pretty trust me.
do you have
What ask you? I think maybe this one. Do you want to go through these and pick a truck, please?
I was going to
Do I have what?
Tape.
tape. I like this one.
No, I'm not doing that one yet.
Okay.
Ah, I know what's happening. If you've been watching the last few Rumbles, you'll know what is going on.
What's that?
She's anticipating the painting.
Anticipating your creation.
So this is a piece by.
Mm.
Yeah. Trying to.
What did you ask me for?
This
Tape?
tape. Oh yeah, Scotch tape. I thought I had some here. Now I don't know where it is. I forgot I need some more now. So this is by Heather Trotter. Moose for Canada Day. So this was from July. So when people, some people have moved since then. Some people have been shuffling works. So this piece found its way back into our beautiful auction. Let me try to find it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of glare on there for some
Yeah,
reason
it's
from the light, I think. Yeah, that's probably easier for now. Ooh.
So true.
Now the thing is getting out of the house,
That's the thing.
There we go.
which is
So
Yeah.
the opening is
store
$40 for
right?
this lovely moose.
Yeah, it's well. Like,
And maybe it is
That's
number
like
5.
Well, they-
that's the shoes are on.
Because
Did
I
we
don't
ever
know where
talk about
number
that
1 is.
when you were running? That's my running ammo.
If you
Yeah,
stand
just
at the
like
back
wear your clothes.
and look at
Is
the
This one?
basically when it's time for me to run.
it's like
Whenever I
the
decide if
Hollywood
I'm
sign.
going like 3 days. a
Oh,
week or something,
interesting.
very cool.
the
That's
trick is
super
to just get your
cool.
running stuff on.
I like when
Yeah,
things
yeah, just
mash
wear
up
it.
like that.
And
I know.
if
That's
you
an
can
old
get your
Theo
running stuff
piece
on, you
from,
still
like,
don't feel like running.
The summer, I think.
That might be your
Or
body
earlier
saying
in
you need to
COVID
rest.
even.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
But generally, by the time I get
So
my
we were
running stuff on,
organizing
I'm
some
going
of the
out
stuff,
door.
and so some of these pieces are pieces from earlier in COVID.
Yeah, and
So yeah, there's a second chance for some of you guys to get some of these pieces.
That opened up a lot of doors too.
Where did you run to?
Well, yesterday I ran in.
Nice, because usually Theo's pieces are from the 70s and the 80s. So if it's actually from
Oh no, yeah, this one. Oh, this one's from 2001, so
Okay.
20 years old.
okay, good. I was like,
My problem with running.
Can you imagine that like 2001 is 20 years ago?
I don't want to think about
Yeah.
that. I feel like
yeah, when we were all worried about Y2K and all that stuff,
Right?
and everything was going to collapse,
Yeah.
right? And,
Little did we know.
But it was good. It's like
Yeah,
Eric, what's
but
up?
it was the height of things like Marianne Williamson and Deepak Chopra and Wayne Dyer. Like a lot of spiritualists were
Totally.
putting books out at that time,
That
which I
is
kind of miss because not a lot of books have come out of that Louise Hay, of that significance
Yeah,
since that period of time.
that's pretty great. That's a good point. I'm just gonna try to get this without the glare.
Not like that. Horrible blisters.
yeah.
Horrible.
I guess I'm just aging myself when I say things like
I
that.
really didn't.
No, it's funny. Like I always just assumed 1980 was 20 years ago, but it's been like I'm just like thinking about this math, and it is strange stuff.
That's what I get everything up and just like everything like clicks.
1980 would be pre-AIDS. 1980.
Yeah, right? Like that's 40. Yeah, 40 years ago.
Mhm.
Wow.
And now we have a treatment for HIV, so it's
So
it's incredible.
like a good use of time, like a good span of time. Then like there is something that's a thank you, Michelle, for like when we talk about time and stuff, people can just get overwhelmed. But that was a really good point to remember that things have been
I know.
accomplished in that time.
That's right. Good things too.
Good thing.
That one will lose you friends.
Yeah, and just like let them know.
Although some people would dispute that the 80s were not a good time period because of all the pastels and bad fashion and big hair and electronic music.
Yeah, I like omitted the music out of my brain for the 80s, but Rich, like I don't know, I guess like REM, like some of them started in the 80s that were okay. So
Yeah, that's true.
Did you end up getting an
It wasn't all the Carpenters.
And I explained it to
Yeah.
like,
oh my gosh, my mom had the Carpenters album.
Yeah, I know. Listen to that too, right? Brother and sister duo.
Number 5 by Heather Trotter, acrylic on board. Opening 40. Okay, and I'm gonna show you. I saw that Stephen already put up his piece there.
Ooh.
So a really beautiful card.
Ah.
I know, I heard this.
Some days you're gonna take minute by minute.
Well, can you come closer with it?
Yeah.
Not like a war with me.
I might have to bid on this. Oh, wow. Look at that. I love his stuff.
I love it. Yeah, the texture. You're right. Is that
Yeah, it's good to see up close, but I know from far away, I mean, that's the best way to see his stuff.
but it is nice to see the close, like the texture
Yeah,
and
the
the
detail and stuff. Like,
detail.
I wonder how
Look at
long it
that
takes him.
eye.
How long it takes him to create that. It almost seems like every week he comes up with something amazing like that.
Right?
Yeah.
What? think
I know.
you've never seen any TVs in your whole life.
My TV is
Whoa.
not plugged in, but I watched it on my iPad.
When did you get Disney Plus?
Look at
I
that
don't
tail.
Oh, wow.
Oh, right.
Cool. This is number 6?
6, yeah.
Number
Number 6.
That's what you said
By
about the
Stephen
Cardinal.
Spring.
The cardinal, and it is not religious. It is a bird.
We were we had lunch with Ilona Maltaire.
Oh, yeah, Alona. How is she?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, she was like just amazing. And we were talking about having a so we did a puppet interview with Eugene Stickland, and we did a puppet interview looking at Alexander Elliott's book. So we were talking to Ilona about possibly doing a puppet interview with her, and we're like, yeah, but what bird will you be? And she has just like this beautiful, freshly dyed red hair. And Rich was like, she was thinking like something red, like something, and we're like, oh, a cardinal, like a beautiful cardinal. And then Stephen brought this in this week. I thought that was really
love
funny.
it. I love it. And the fact that I know Ilona, if you see her next, tell her I say hello.
I definitely will. Did you know her through her writing, or was it through like how?
Yeah, I've known her for a long time. I'd say 20 years, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell the story per se,
No.
but it's a really neat connection. It's through one of my films actually
Oh wow!
that she saw, and it had a profound impact on her.
Oh,
So
that's
Get on the train.
amazing.
it's nice when someone can give you feedback, and it makes you feel as an artist that you do your work, and it actually does change people's lives, and it actually does save people's lives. And Ilona is one of those people. So yeah, when you see her, just tell her Michelle Wong says hi.
Michelle, I will. That's really wonderful. It just makes sense every time we learn about these connections of these wonderful people we know. Like it makes sense too. Like I don't know. All the awesome people in our lives already know each other in these different circles. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, the world is small, and
Totally.
and in a good way.
Yeah, definitely. That is so much fun.
Yeah, I know Ilona's a writer, right? She's in the
Yes.
magazine, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Felix also used to look.
Rich took a class from him, or her. Sorry, I'm really tired. Rich took a class from her in MRU.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah, no, I've known her a long time. She had a couple of ideas. One did come to fruition as a TV series. So that's really neat.
Cool.
Yeah, a concept of hers. So it is possible.
That's really neat.
Do you have numbers, Jessica?
I do. There's some kind of random, but
That's okay as long as you have them.
Welcome to the Rumble House.
Yeah.
Best
The only one you need to know is 403-629-7424. That's the only number you need to know.
Hey, Rich, I've been getting into David Bowie as part of your.
Yeah. Here, what's your phone number? That's my phone.
It's on your forehead. Fair warning.
Or better yet, does your phone have a name, or does it just say iPhone?
Ooh, what's this one?
okay. So this was from
Sorry, you gotta make another
Dr.
one. I forgot another bag.
This is from Dr.
ALN. You have that canvas I put here? The other.
Oh, it's here. Yeah,
Should
it's
I
here.
work on it
Of
more, or
course
is it
you
in-
can. No. That's exciting.
Does that mean Alox is in the house?
Alvin, he's going to keep working on his piece that was in the auction last week. So
Mhm.
more to see later. So this is by Dr. Lots of layers. It's in a framed piece, but on top of the frame. So it's like on the plexi. I think.
Are those different characters? What are the? It looks like a.
That's cool.
What is
Yeah,
that?
look.
So I started.
Yeah, I think you just have to hold it still for a second.
I've been listening to his first album.
I thought it was like a fish, and then I thought, oh, it's a donkey. No, it's what is it?
That's the thing about his work is you will forever see new things as you keep gazing into it.
And so you said it's painted on top of.
Yeah, on top of the plexi. So it's It is on there.
And,
And it's
kind
some of his
like,
other pieces. He left some pieces showing through, so you can see layers of the glass and on top of the glass, behind the glass, and that kind of thing. But this
Oh,
one's
so cool.
pretty
like,
opaque, but
creating,
yeah,
like the
really
That's
cool
really neat.
So this is number 8 in the auction, and then I'm just seeing the
I'll have to chat that one up. That is really cool. And when you're showing it, just be really slow at the camera because there's so much going on. It's so interesting.
So you like it?
Totally.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I was gonna say to Damien in the comments there. So at 9 o'clock we're gonna start the auction. So right now we're just looking at everything and then kind of taking everything in, and I'm putting it up on the event page, all the pictures, so then you can kind of scroll through and see them up close to if you want to like zoom in or anything. And then we'll be taking texts. So the phone number on the screen there is where you can text. Some people a bit ahead of time, but we will only really start getting back to you around 9 o'clock when we start the auction.
Not a very
I
popular
hope that
album.
makes sense.
It's not like
Cool. So opening is 20 for this
one
one.
of his best. It's kind of like I don't think.
I'm just adding that information to the body too.
Oh, thank you.
It came out like early
Oh,
90s.
and thanks Dusty for sharing the event
But,
page.
I've seen like
Awesome.
like Prince influence and like New Jack Swing.
What year is it?
Like I think it's like 91ish. Came out.
Yeah, no, he really was with Doral from whatever was happening. He was a
Yeah, like,
chameleon.
do you remember like Boyz II Men and Velvet DeVoe and stuff like that?
I know that it existed. I don't know if I know it either.
Well, it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was like upstate Motown, but it was
Right.
they had kind of like
Wait.
like there's
Oops.
like this
Yeah.
period where there was like this really cool drum beat that was popular. It was called like this
Damien. It's Damien. Right.
like early hip hop and
Yeah, there's a couple really important riffs. There's the Apache riff. One of them is
Totally.
from
You're
the
welcome.
oh yeah. So that Apache
Don't be shy, Damien, to bid and bid often.
loop connection.
Bid on more than one thing because you're going to see some really cool art tonight.
Version of that. It's like something different and it's like
Really?
I don't know,
Oh,
like
there's a
more
couple
trebly
moons. Oh,
swingy.
moons.
yeah. Like,
So here, number 10.
It's
It's a full moon tonight, I think.
Stuff and it's like,
right.
Right, and that's funny.
And-
I didn't even think
and
about
I
that.
listened to the album,
So this is a watercolor on paper.
Yeah, I love that one.
and
This was from a long time ago during the
it had
COVID
that kind of
auctions. I really love the layers of this artist's work.
We were just listening
Pretty
to
pretty
something
colors too.
Yeah,
The
so
colors
like,
actually match the the trim, the color trim of
oh
today's.
yeah, totally.
Pulling from the decades.
Really like
And
that.
I don't know if you ever heard Tin Machine.
Wow, look at the detail on that moon.
But then in
Yeah.
the 90s, David Bowie went full on 9-inch nails.
Nice.
It's like, you're listening to
Yeah, so this is number 10 in the auction.
was the album that I listened to.
right.
And that was like all drum and bass and yeah, 9-inch nails.
Yeah, I need to charge this. I don't remember why I grabbed it.
That's okay.
Well, I hope we get some good audience numbers tonight. Last time it seemed that there was a dang old hockey game or something interrupting us.
I know. How dare they schedule their stuff on a Wednesday?
I know, and some people think, well,
You know,
aren't
when David
people
Bowie
that
died,
watch Rumble or will want to watch hockey? And I said, well, sometimes
Yeah,
it does happen.
Now, until he
exactly.
died.
And we already got a bid on number 8. So this is wonderful. I'll start getting
Now,
information down.
I would
Nice.
like to get the paper. I think I'm going to be in the paper tomorrow.
Anticipation, as they say.
I wrote about
Right?
the paper in
Exactly.
Commerce. And he does not like.
I'm gonna have to put a bid on that Cardinal then. Really keep you
That's
busy.
fine. Actually,
Nice.
one of the things
This is
I really love
wonderful.
this guy's face.
I thrive on that kind of busyness.
Yeah, exactly. That's good busyness.
What was the starting bid on the Cardinal?
I never
Oh,
thought
that's
Billy Joel
funny.
was that interesting until I was about
Oh, Kelly, are you gonna bid against me? Are we gonna be the online bidders?
I have to. I'm just gonna post this one with the moon, and then I'm gonna look if Steven put up
Never thought
a
about him,
bid.
but I've always had him.
Usually
kind
he
of
starts
my
around
top
40 or
100.
50.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
And I bought the Billy
see.
Joel Best of album. And I really liked it for a while, then I forgot about it. And then how did I get on this? Oh
It's
yeah.
great to see Damien on here. I wonder how he heard about
Realizing,
how he heard about Rumble.
never really paid attention.
Damien, if you want to share how you heard about Rumble, please put your comments
When
down on the
David
Facebook
died,
page. I'd like to see.
even though I liked him
I'm
my whole
curious
life,
how
I
people
didn't
find
realize
the
he sort of
Rumble
Impacted you.
and how Rumble comes into your
answer
life.
of my
Because once it comes in and you meet the people,
way that it was really hard for me to move forward. I was like really struggling.
So
Other people ended
we'll
up
go
dying,
for the
and I was
cardinal.
like,
It'll be opening
"I'm
of
not ever gonna go yet. Why are you
$40.
talking to me about
and it's
that?"
Number 6 in the auction.
well, you can put me down for the first initial bid.
So that's,
Yeah,
that-
okay.
Mhm.
$40.
That's when they
And
really
I'll
started.
write
I
them up
shall
on-
wait until later.
And then I'll put
I left him, but I still haven't quite moved
here.
past.
Oh, actually, I was gonna ask Damien, was that you
Yeah.
that texted? We're gonna
Or alleged
if you
death.
could get your name down
Like,
just so I
he
can make
might
sure
be
if
reincarnated, for all you know.
No, don't give me false hope.
Yeah, when you first text, it's good to put your name, not just the piece that you like, because
Maybe-
if you're a
maybe-
new bidder, Jess needs to know who you are. So it's always great to see a name.
So he wasn't a very nice person a lot of the time, and that's one of those things you got to kind of work around if you love David Bowie. Is that
okay.
that was it? That was kind of like the baby boomers
How did I do
when they
that?
were teenagers. They had a lot of bad behavior, and you can't really make excuses for them either.
That's
right?
not
Like,
really going on.
If the things they say about David Bowie are true, he's really
Then
not
number
a
8
hero or Jesus Christ. But
has a bid for
But
30.
is anybody?
Nice.
Aren't we all human?
yeah.
Oh, and
don't
I
know.
see
Like, I used to
Joanne
think
put
that,
up
you know,
Ava's
you could
piece. I
never
need
get
to grab it to
people's
show
past and
people.
another chance and all that business, but,
And Ryan has his piece that he worked
Well, I
on
think that's
last
the
week.
question of the age right now.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'll show you guys
Where
these
does it
pieces.
count?
They're up on the
Where
event
does it
page
Yeah.
because
and
the
I think
artists
on a
are posting them
personal level, right?
themselves
Like,
now.
Oh, neat.
But I'll make sure I show
Everybody
them
gets
to you guys at
frustrated
home
no
as
matter
well.
how deep it-
That's so cool. So artists can put their own image up on the event
I
page.
can't really listen to,
Yeah, so we, oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Bill Cosby anymore. He's not funny.
So I'm assuming that. Oh, there's Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Ooh,
They're right here.
They're right
Hi.
there.
I painted this. I
That's
painted
such a-
it 3 times. This is the third version of it. I'm really
here,
proud.
bring it up even closer, Ryan. Closer.
And then
Bill Cosby.
There
shit.
we go. Ooh.
It's acrylic on canvas.
Somebody was giving me your car time about smoking.
It's the third time I've
I
done
don't
it, and I'm really
smoke
proud of
because
it.
Rudy taught me not to
That's
smoke.
all. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's going to be number 20 in the auction. 20.
Starting bid is
Oh, Ryan, what's your opening bid? Oh, 777.
okay.
77.
Very nice.
Like Kevin Spacey.
Hey,
I think it's
cool.
really neat when painters do more than one version because they're looking for
I never really liked
the final.
But
It's okay. You can come even closer, Jess. When you show it in the live, even that close is perfect.
I sort of no.
There.
It's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
my
like
dog
that.
gives me a lot of hard time about.
Kind of looks like Calgary, right?
I was gonna
Downtown?
say, I really love how
not
he's
really
been working with
politically
these
correct,
like
but thankful for
palette
my
knife
taste
paintings,
started.
and then the idea that it's like turning into
Then I was,
these
so
images
last
like
year,
they're
what
coming out,
happened,
and he's really, I really love seeing him
Kelly,
work.
she's
Like,
no, that's my jam.
his
Find his
pieces
style.
change.
Finding his style.
Totally.
Right? I mean, once an artist can find, I remember the writers talking about
Yeah.
the challenge of writing is
Yeah.
to find the
Yeah,
voice.
but is that just
And once you have the voice, then you can write.
Taking
Yeah.
in through our ears each and every day and slowly.
Ooh, another moon.
No, you're totally right.
Yeah, here we
That's what I
go.
listen to.
But, like,
19.
Oh,
So
Woody
this
Allen
one,
film,
actually,
like,
is this from
basically, if I were to put
Amanda?
it on, I would be consciously trying to delete my opinion of Woody Allen all the way through the film.
I used to live down in the block.
From this
Amanda, was this yours from before?
monster.
Oh my gosh, Kate, we're gonna see if we can get you paid twice for it.
Ooh, look at
So
that.
this is by Amanda, and I can recognize her style right away.
Yeah.
So on this full moon night, this was not even planned. All these beautiful full moon pieces.
That was like my
It looks like there's a face. The clouds look like a face to the
I
right.
can't talk about that.
Oh,
No, I mean,
Like when you think about, the face in the moon and the face in the clouds.
totally.
maybe even more so because. I love
Did you
Michael
ever see
Jackson.
the imagery of
I can
east
live
of the
without the later Jackson
east of the
days.
sun, west of the
but trying
moon.
to get by without,
It's like a
Jackson 5, and they were such abused children.
Yeah.
No, I can't
I'll
process
bring the
that.
book next time to show next
Sure.
Wednesday. Because it all like the clouds almost remind me of that kind of illustration style.
Hey, so
Um,
I took a heat gun to this, and it blistered a little bit. But not,
All right, so
not great.
opening
That's
is
more.
$20 for
Like
this
some
lovely
pink
piece,
blisters.
Beautiful.
and it's number
Oh, you wanted
19
it
in
to
the
blister.
auction.
Yeah, I wanted to.
How much you eat gun?
It's just like pretty darn hot. Like,
Oh, neat. Damien said that he used to live down the block from Rumble.
Oh wow!
It's like-
Okay, it's so funny. Like when you see people,
looks like a DeWalt, but
you
it's not.
see people's names is totally different than seeing your face.
Did you
Thank
do
you
a
so
wild
much,
paint
Damien,
sweat?
for coming back. This is
That might be the
awesome.
difference.
I
When do
hope
ever
you're
get a
doing
chance to
well.
get to my paint by the time
And nice
it's
to
dry?
see you,
Hello,
Sandra.
Galen.
Oh, this is awesome.
How's
Hi,
your day?
Galen.
Long.
Wrong. What's the best part?
It's gonna be right now.
Galen, look, this is the best
Here it
part. We
comes.
found this beautiful piece by Maya that we're going to put back in the auction. And look, is that another moon or is this Jupiter with the heart? I think that's,
Voyager.
is that, yeah, is it? And is
The
that,
moon actually is Jupiter with
but,
the heart.
but look,
Thank you very
isn't
much.
that
Oh, that's
Jupiter and
Pluto.
has the, Pluto has the heart?
Pluto has the heart.
How could they demote it from a planet? It has a heart on it. Ah!
Exactly. How can you change the rules in the middle of your
Yeah.
science
Well,
learning?
something about
Suddenly
voting for
Pluto's
Pluto
not a
being a
planet.
Yes, you can tell us.
Okay, so I'm an astronomer and I've done nothing important in my life, but I'm on a list. I'm on a list of 150 people voting for Pluto, right?
Yeah.
I vote that Pluto is a planet and I disappear in all of space and time history. I'm part of the group of the 150 people that demotes Pluto. Of course, I'm going to do that to get my name in the books.
Remembered, yeah.
It's like that's not a vote. That's like the friggin' time dead.
Yeah.
Plebiscite on the time zones. It's like you set us up to fail.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, the funny thing is, it meets the definitions because a planet has to clear a path, and
For a second, I thought it
satellites.
smelled like cigarettes, but it's actually you're smoking
Yeah.
really strong cigarettes.
And Pluto. No, not there yet.
Can you pass me? I'm like,
Pluto does that. It has satellites.
It's like a small planet or a baby planet.
Here, my love, thank you.
ah!
That was scary.
No, that's my running
I
gag.
know.
Somebody pulls their mask off and I scream like, doesn't matter how good looking you are, it still hurts.
Rich Tingru. Your sense of humor is strange.
What's that?
Okay.
No,
A little bit.
not at all.
How's your wrist looking shaping up?
I don't know. Are we supposed to be coaching it right now?
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
I have 46.
I have to
people that are
see if
interested.
I typed in.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you said some of the artists were posting pictures of their
I
art.
think two of them just want to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make sure I got number. So Ryan's is number 20 in auction.
Mhm.
Just leave me alone.
I wonder,
Yeah.
lovely people at home, if you, I might have to go out and come back in. Because I'm typing stuff in, but it's really not
Oh, yours.
It's not going on.
showing
well.
up to me, but I don't know if it's showing up to you. So
I've got my phone on and I'm looking, but I don't see any of your texts to the.
like
the
underneath
chat.
the pictures.
Oh, under the pictures. Oh, let me just
In
go
the event
into the
page?
actual event page. Let me have a look.
Okay, thanks
Let me
for
go to it right
checking.
now.
Damien, we used to live in the same building. Oh my goodness.
I know, right? Small world. So I see. I want to start singing Moon River actually. So Amanda's piece, you said number 19 opening bid $20.
Okay, and then let's see, because I typed in under number 8, Damien's bid.
Yeah. So number 8. Yeah, there's a comment and it says has a bid for 30.
Oh, perfect. That's Damien. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So it is showing up for you.
It is
And then-
there. Yep.
That is good. So it's just not.
Be interesting.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for checking on that.
And then you said Ryan's piece was in the comments number 20 in the auction.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
Good. Thank you.
the regulars
So this
find
one
so
is
frustrating.
that.
Like, you think they'd be able to just ignore it?
And so this is really special. This next
They
one
really rub people the wrong way sometimes.
is number 21 in the auction is by Maya Stricker.
He's a super nice guy.
So Galen helps us every week with the auction.
You can't laugh at me.
Ooh.
And so Galen has been helping us for years and years. And we've kind of watched Maya kind of grow up, and Kai is his other child who's been selling his photos. So both of his children are incredibly talented. And Maya's been going to school down east, and now Kai is going to school on the west coast. So they're all over the place, and we get to witness some of their artwork through here, which is really
Have you seen my
And
light,
what's in the hair of the character?
Oh, Voyager.
Jesse?
Oh yeah, come right up. Oh wow.
I have
When you show it in the live, you're gonna have to bring it right up, Jess,
Oh,
because that's really cool.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, there.
And the third eye too, that they put a bindi or some. Not sure.
Are
what that
those the
shape is.
moons? Is I was thinking, is this Jupiter
Oh,
or Pluto?
wow.
Galen said Pluto with the heart.
Plutus.
Yeah, because there's something. It's almost like all the heart chakras. There's a chakra at the throat.
Oh,
There's one at the forehead, and then there's one in the heart. I bet there's some chakra stuff going on with these portals, almost, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
I like that. Galen?
Yep.
Do you think? Galen thinks so too.
Yeah, like I'm trying to see what that shape is because it's like that blue and red shape.
Really up close.
Oh yeah.
Kind of almost like
Interesting.
jewels, or yeah, like you said, portals.
Yeah, for sure. These are the chakra centers for sure. And even the lower chakra is red, right? I mean, some
Yeah,
of the
that's
colors are
right.
there, right?
Yeah,
And then the blue coming up into and then maybe a little bit of the violet, as you come up, the skin color,
totally.
right? And then, of course, they're looking very, right, spiritual, like the peaceful.
Yeah.
But the the thing in the hair is really something.
I really love that.
It's like a hat of a kind of hat, right?
Totally. A little fascinator.
Yeah, like the queen and her little cap.
That's so sweet. And I love the white dots around the heart too. Like
Yeah,
it's like jewelry.
and the universe behind, right?
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
galaxy.
like a nebula or something.
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, like you're in space.
No. I was just checking. No. Yeah, so number 21.
Did you find your blue?
Jesse.
Oh, amazing! Thank you. I saw that you already put it up on the internet. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, wonderful.
But it's new, right? It's not that.
So I'm just going to take a picture of Maya's, and then I'll show you Ava's piece. Oh, I like the white eyelashes. The more I look at this one,
Yeah, there's so much going on in that
oh
picture.
my gosh. Is it because like Voyager went out into the dark coldness of space, and then that's where Pluto is, and it's like so cold, and it's like ice almost, like the icy coldness?
Yeah, but look at the beauty of the person, right?
Mhm.
Like,
An astronomer?
Right?
Are you actually an astronomer?
No.
it's really interesting. I mean, it's saying so much. I mean, you could literally sit there and talk about that painting for 10 minutes.
For a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
A rock, do you think you could tell me if they came from Earth or outer space?
You got a rock from outer space?
I got a rock that like looks like a meteorite.
Where'd you get it?
My mom found it. Hey, Galen,
BC?
do you know anything about meteorites?
Not much, a little.
Like, could you,
Lady in
Like,
BC
if I
got
could
hit
get-
by one last week.
Yeah.
So my mom, she was out in BC in like
Probably
Kelowna,
meteorite.
and she found this rock that was like this brown or black, looked like a burnt up thing, and it's slightly magnetic.
That's a pretty good sign.
But it looks like it doesn't come from Earth.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like what do you do?
Hearing that story reminds me of the Andromeda Strain, the movie. And something came from space that landed on
would
Earth,
people
and
pray
then
from you if
It's
there
like
was something
scary.
on it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then it spread, right?
Don't
And then they
touch
had to
it.
figure out, they had to figure out how to stop what it was doing because it started to,
there's already
you know,
hit by one?
cows started dropping, people started dropping. You're like, what's going on? I saw that movie when I was it was a Michael Crichton, right? So it's a sci-fi thing,
I think
but
we have to watch that now. This is
Yeah.
good.
I think so.
But I think they confiscated.
Yeah, for sure.
Galen, do you think Galen, for opening bid, do you think 40 or 50? What do you think for Maya's
Yeah, but
piece?
can you imagine like if my mom found a rock from space, and then I don't know, brought that rock in.
And then I have her e-transfer, so I could even just send it to her after. Do you think 50?
Sure, I think that'd be incredible.
It's cheap, but it's
We we bought it, but I want to make
Yeah.
it like
you can take it wherever you want.
okay, $40 opening bid.
I
I
find
might
when-
end up buying it back. It's like the more I'm looking, I'm like,
As long as you pay for it.
yeah.
it's so special. I just like
We
the
had a
theme of
couple,
all
like,
the planets coming up.
Half a year of hot weeks, and now it's
A little bit.
back to the grind again.
All right. So this is by Ava, and the opening is $10. Just going to.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
So this is up on the event
Is
page.
that
And
Kelly?
no, it's Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. I thought it was Viviana.
No, Viviana's not here today.
Sounding like Viviana.
Then I'd have to talk about my dog, Roxy, and my new floor.
Oh, cool! Look, there's pieces of mirror.
Yeah, it's really neat too. It's like an eyeball with
Yeah.
eyeballs in it, or
Eyeballs.
pupils.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I
they're
just
then-
really.
discovered a brand new
I like the
layer of
shadow.
Michelle's dry wit.
And it's that other thing. What is that? What would that
When they
be?
find out,
What do you think that is, Jess, in the upper right
orange?
corner?
That seems right.
The orange part?
Yeah.
I don't know. Now that I'm like in COVID all the time, I see these like germs flying everywhere. Like, you know what I mean?
meant to say
But-
Right.
Mom found this cool rock, and she's gonna take us to go look
Yeah,
at it.
kind of curious. I love all the colors and everything that's going on.
Was it in her backyard?
I do too.
Is there a title? Is there a title for it?
It says opening bid $10, different mediums, 8x8.
Huh.
Very
I know a
minimalist.
lot of rocks.
Minimalist in her
You know
explanation.
that. Just-
I know some people don't want to explain art, but I kind of like looking at it and coming up with interpretations around it.
I mean, keep in mind the government made that law.
Oh, so much.
Let's vote on it. We
So
own
much-
all the rocks.
so much
Yeah,
into it.
sure, we own all the rocks and all the oil. And the first 5 feet of your front lawn. But you can still mow it. It's our sidewalk, but you can shovel it.
Yeah, and it's up to my mom.
Yeah, like you said, it is interesting to ponder. That one hypnotized us a little bit, hey?
But anyway,
Yeah.
I think it
Doesn't hurt though.
So this is number 22. I'm going to put the number in the event page there.
How's your back alley gallery going? She's gone.
I'm very curious about some of the pieces behind you, Jess.
Oh, yeah.
You need a small corner of the suspected stone.
Here we go.
flower that's current there. And examine these full surface.
Yeah, please just do all the work for us. And then
Michelle,
Yep.
I finished the mask, eh?
Oh, hold it up. Let's see. Bring it up close. Oh. Wow.
But if it's smooth
The eyes move? Yes.
No, you put your.
No.
This is for
and it's shiny, it's probably.
wear it.
Well, it's not
I
shiny.
wear
So, so your eyes go in
But
there,
like, it looks
basically.
like smooth.
And the mouth moves?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
are the
that's
teeth made
super
of?
scary,
Like,
Kelly.
What are the teeth made of?
What is what?
Yeah.
The teeth. The mouth.
Oh,
the
it's
teeth.
a plastic. It's a hard plastic.
Huh, wow.
There's a detail.
Looks like that.
Oh my goodness.
That's so creepy.
If you're worried about your teeth rotting out, that's like a real nightmare piece.
That's like this. It's a hard shell.
It was near
And then you tie it on.
And what's on the surface of it?
So that's real moss.
Okay. Huh.
Cool.
It's a plaster bandage
Right. And then how does it attach when you wear it?
strap.
I see. Gotcha.
The spandex.
I saw that people put a picture up of how kids used to dress up for Halloween in the 40s,
Oh yeah.
and they look like dead people. Honestly, that's how they looked. Actually, they look like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That's my
As
whole
opposed to
idea.
today, right? As opposed to today, where it's kind of like colorful and all that kind of stuff. This is like death. Definitely comes across. Wow.
This feels like it.
So did you build that for someone, or is that going to go into
That's
the?
for me, actually.
Oh, for you. Is that what you're going to wear?
Yeah, I've been wearing it at Screamfest for the last 2 weekends.
I bet people are just blown away.
So you can imagine if you're standing still. I stand still in the corner and then I scare the crap out of people.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what doesn't scare the crap out of people?
Oh, look at this.
This cute guy.
Uh-huh. But look at those claws.
So they're all glow in the dark nails and teeth.
Is it the Lion King?
So this is Saz. It sounds like Saz the Jazz Tiger.
Hmm.
He's based a little bit on Rich, actually.
Oh,
Because he's got the chin, beard, and everything. He's got the hat.
I see.
Did I get a copy?
Got one good tooth in the front there? Or a few good teeth, yeah.
So opening, this is number 23 in the auction. And opening is $65 by Kelly.
His teeth and his nails glow in the dark. So the nails are actually blue polymer clay mixed with glow in the dark polymer clay. And I've actually sculpted them and baked them.
Wow. How did you attach it?
Glue.
Okay.
So
And then the top of the fur there is actually just it's Fax fur,
Hmm.
where his chin is.
so cute.
He was inspired by Rich, technically.
Like you can.
Super
You can
cute.
hook up to a computer, yeah.
There's one at
Daz.
Teacher Convention I bought last year that was computer compatible.
Yeah. Like
You're
that
talking
makes
about-
it so
So
much-
Kelly, I guess you're gonna walk around on Halloween with your mask on?
Well, like,
Yeah, I'm actually making another one. I just finished this one. It's drying. It's on a thing right now.
And that's for you to wear, or is that for?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it like the other one, but I have to still. This is all hard on the outside, but the inside is soft still. So I have to put Mod Podge on to seal it. But first, I have to sculpture on first, on top of it first. Do the teeth. So I have to do the teeth first, then sculpture on it, and then let it dry, and then slide.
Huh.
But every time I get it on the moon, I'm like blown away.
And the stuff I use to do
I've
it
never
stuff is hardening.
takes me about 45 minutes just to get it pointed at the moon.
Can't even see
I'm not good at it. And then I've never not been.
Yeah, you have to bring it right up close.
As you're
I'm not very good. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
So that's the first one, and this is the second one.
so cool.
And you mix these two together, and it forms a putty,
Mm.
and then it becomes hard.
Astronomers that were out
Right.
400 years ago.
So that's what you sculpture on.
Right.
And you can use that for figures and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. The craft of it all. We see the end product, but we don't always see the tools that are used to make art.
Totally. So much goes into the pieces.
Absolutely.
All right, so the next piece is by Matt Brakewood. So this is a piece, so it's number 24 in the auction. So it's aerosol, mixed media. This one, what? Or what do you need?
I just need my mask on. Is there one over there? I think my mask is in my pocket of the hand that I want to wash.
It's a little dance. Do a little dance.
Okay, and the opening for this one is going to be $1.
I can't do it. Here.
Now hold still.
So he's gonna.
Ah!
I know you're just kidding. It takes like a whole tractor to hurt you. Okay.
$1
Number
and
24.
shape. Does it have a title?
By Matt Brakewood. So any money that this goes for is going to be going to the family of the artist. So he is a local DJ. I know some people from different communities know this artist as well. So he's no longer with us, and whatever money we raise from that piece will go to his family.
Oh, wow.
What's the name of that?
That's the most recent one.
Some more. Actually, I'm working on another bear.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
This one, he's not done yet.
Named after the telescopes they found. So it's
Oh.
It's a cat eating a rat.
I was going to say it looks quite busy. It's kind of small. You have to bring it right up to see. Ooh, right.
Oh, that's
You see, Halloween's coming. You're gonna have to get these things out there, Kelly.
well, the
Yeah.
whole,
This is like the dark side of cats.
Oh yeah.
but, yeah, because you
all right.
Theo.
This is by Theo Nelson. We
I like the
have.
green.
It's number 25 in the auction. It is called Linear Prairie Foothills Rockies Cloud Bank with Mast SOMCs. What are SOMCs?
SOMCs. No idea.
It's like seeing it with your own
Maybe
eyes.
Theo will fill us in.
That's part of it too, right?
So yeah.
The colors of his stuff is really interesting, hey? When you think about the time period in which he created it.
Yeah, so this is from 2001. A lot of his pieces, like you were saying, Michelle, are from way back, like 70s, 80s, 90s. So this one's pretty new, relatively speaking. But yeah, the colors, just like the quality of his colors, like the matte and the gloss, just every quality of them are so interesting.
Does Theo paint now still?
Yes, yeah. So he is a huge part of the artist trading card community. So they send art. They're like the community is like worldwide. So if you see his posts on Facebook, he posts the pieces that come in the mail to him from people all over the world. And
If they don't change the
so he's always doing stuff like that, and then also has been wanting to bring new pieces down here too, because I know he has pieces that he's been wanting to bring down.
It's really neat. I mean, I've seen so much of his stuff. It's nice to get more details on who he is and stuff.
Yeah, now I get everything mixed up, but he was on he still fills in from time to time on CGSW, and he has kind of like a radio background. He illustrator background, like so much. Yeah, it's really vast.
I had a show on CGSW too for 4 years.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Theo always said he fills in like the middle of the night shows now, so it's like.
Yeah, I get it. Right. Yeah, ours was a Dykes on Mics. It was 4 women that were kind of like The View. We're all lesbians, and we lived in Calgary, and we'd go on the radio once a week at CGSW and talk about the LGBTQ community and things that were going on. And because at that time there wasn't a lot of information out there yet, in terms of like the internet was in its infancy, and people weren't really going on the net to find everything, so they would turn on the radio, and then they would find community. Anyway, so
That's really special.
yeah, and radio is still powerful. People still listen to it. I
Yeah.
do.
like really
Definitely.
different countries.
You like you said, that community, even having the internet and stuff, I feel like I feel really connected when I'm listening to the radio. There's like a different Oh, I have it for you, Ben. Sorry.
Just like an entire
Yeah.
class.
The radio is present. That's why it's in real time. Well, most of the time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm saying most of the time radio is in real time.
Right, that's exactly it. Yeah,
Right?
if you miss it, then you right, like that's
That's
it.
right. It comes and goes, kind of. You know, now we have blogs and now we have podcasts and stuff that capture things. But back then it was literally in that moment.
Yeah,
So
and you
there
had to
was
wait
immediacy.
for that song, or you had to wait for that show. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And then when you heard it and you listened to it and then it was gone. That's it.
yeah, that is special. All right.
Now, unfortunately, it lives on forever. So you have to be careful what you talk about.
Totally, yeah. So number 25 by Theo, opening bid is $25. So this is mixed media and illustration board.
Jesse.
Yeah?
Our new friend who made the sea painting.
Oh, Brad Lynch. I'll bring that one up next. Brad Lynch.
That looks like really fun to you.
He said it was the 12 apostles from the south of Australia.
Of course it is. God.
There it is. I was wondering about that.
That's what I meant to say. So Brad has been working with Stephen for 5 years, he said. And so this is called the formation is called the 12 Apostles, he was saying, and it's found on the south of Australia.
So it's an actual place.
Yeah.
I was just counting the rocks to see if there's 12 of them for curiosity.
That's interesting. Wait, you just said that.
That's really cool.
That's funny.
The sky is
Guess
such an
what?
interesting
Repeating what I
color.
just said? Not interesting. Shut up.
I was thinking about those sea monsters that come out of the water, you know,
Oh
with their
yeah,
arms and
totally.
everything coming out.
Oh, cool. And I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, I'm always a little bit behind on the comments, but Damien was saying that Matt Brakewood used to paint in the stairwell of the apartment that you were talking about earlier. That's really awesome. Like in the Continental? Sorry, I'm multitasking. This is really fun. Cool. Sorry, multiple conversations. I'm going to put
No,
a
it's
number on
okay. Because maybe he'll answer and then that'll be something else.
Yeah, that is super cool. Like I like that comments section too. This is really fun. Okay, so number 26 by Brad Lynch. Opening is 40 for this lovely piece. Number 26.
You can see the influence as well because of the realism of that picture.
Yeah, right? The textures and the colors, like
Yeah.
from Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
So the weirdest stances to try to get the picture.
You're missing your little easel. That little easel that you can put things up on.
I know, I need to get, because I have a few, I should grab more.
Yeah, or so maybe create some wires that you can hang.
Oh, yeah. So number 26 in the auction by Brad Lynch. Acrylic. Oh, and it's resin.
I always wondered about that picture behind you, Jess. That curtain that's got the
Oh,
yin yang and all that. Yeah,
yeah.
Is that a particular? I mean, I see it there every week, so I'm kind of wondering if it's an ever-present piece of art.
Yeah, so the center piece, before I put all the squares on, so I made that piece, and it's our manifesto embroidered. So we Rich and I were on a driving trip, and we were listening to the Communist Manifesto, because what else are you going to listen to? And then he pulled over, and I started driving, and he started writing. He's like, "We need a manifesto."
Oh.
So we started looking at what are we? Yeah, 9th and 9th. That's so fun, Damien. You're our family. And so Matt was there too. This is crazy. I'm learning all these things. Okay. So the Inclusionist Manifesto is like born of that moment, but it's been kind of evolving. We were gonna write a new one, but it actually still stands pretty good. So like I did the embroidery. We were out of a place. We lost Gorilla House, and we were in between, so we didn't have a gallery for that summer. So we actually we got our first van, and we drove it down to California. And so we were working on the beach every day for like a month. So I was there. I traced all the words out, so I'd have everything down, and then I was embroidering it on the beach. So the first one, the first point says, "The moment of making art supersedes the residue of the work itself." So that's kind of where this was born from, is like that moment where you're able to see the people making the work, and you're able to be part of that step, is like the
work is second to the experience of making it.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
There you go. And yet that product is important because it takes you back to those moments and those thoughts. So, right? And brings you back to that's really cool. I always wondered, I saw it in the background and just never got the chance to ask.
Yeah, we had it. So we've had it on display here before, and then it's been shown in some different schools. I had it up in my school, and then Willow Park School had it up in their school, and they were talking about it as because in terms of like contemporary art movements, like we've been plugging away at one really for the past 10 years. So kind of putting down what kind of keeps us, I guess.
Yeah. Your North Star, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Staying true to course.
Straight on to morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and then the piece, so it was just the piece in the center, and then I started wanting, I don't know, because I never stopped making stuff, to do more. So I started out by doing symbols of people that were in our community, things that represented them, or symbols, or things that were important to them. So there's the one on the top beside the circle, there's just words, you can't really see it. There it says in blue, it says, "What's important? You, ever since I met you, now, forever, always." And that was when we met Alexander Elliott in California. We went to his house a few times. He was just arts editor for Time magazine for 15 years, and he knew Matisse, and he knew Picasso, and he knew Salvador Dali. He knew this giant of this man, and he had this note taped up around his house everywhere. And he said that his wife later in her years was losing her memory, and so this little note around the house was this constant reminder: what's important to you, ever since I met you, now, forever, always. And this mantra I thought was really beautiful, the idea of never forgetting what's important.
Yeah, exactly. Or what's important is never forgettable.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, are you all done? Here. Hey, cool.
Ooh, good shape.
So I'm going to show you Dusty's. Actually, I'll show a couple of Dusty's tonight, because I love this one. We had it in last week's, but I just want to give people another chance to look at it.
The music almost kind of went with it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, really? Eerie.
Yeah, kind of quirky, kind of out, just out of left field, but sort of suited.
Totally. So this is Wonderland by Dusty Gomery, acrylic on canvas, opening $80. And she was talking about the darkness. There's still that wonder there, and there's still that mystery and loveliness, but it's shadow and there's darkness.
Yeah, I get it. It's almost like wonder, like thinking about it.
Oh, like kind of,
Wonderland instead
yeah,
of, right? Like to
totally.
think about something, to wonder.
I like
So
that a lot.
you do have like the question part and the dark part and the bright part and how it can all come together. Or, that's a play on words.
Totally cool. This is number 27 in the auction.
Kind of reminds me of that song by Fleetwood Mac that goes, "Don't stop thinking about tomorrow." And you start thinking, okay. And then you're like, no, it's saying, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Like there's
Right.
so many ways to interpret that lyric. It's like that too, right? Wonderland.
Totally. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So I did not paint the truck I think people wanted.
You painted the truck they deserve.
Okay.
Well, but then there's no bids because it's a commission.
Yeah, exactly.
So the thing is, I started looking at romantic trucks.
Oh, romantic
And
trucks.
It started feeling like a bit of a setup. Like, oh, I'll paint this truck, and then it'll be good because it's a romantic truck. So these aren't like bad trucks. I think they're kind of decent, kind of for the '80s trucks.
Oh yeah.
But I needed to do something kind of I'll do some the romantic trucks that people wanted next week.
Got to keep them guessing.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't like that. It was more like
Those are kind of romantic, but like in a different way.
Yeah.
Kind of like the romance is there, but it's like you can't see it, but it's like completely staring at you. And after looking at it for a while, you find
Yeah.
out.
Oh.
kind of like the hazard sort of way.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
We're gonna hold up the long one that was just brought in.
Oh yeah.
Until you get the blue light on it or the black light, you can't really see the romance in anything.
Yeah. I don't think I'll show the black light tonight. I think that'll be a happy surprise for
All right. Alvin was working more on this
Ah,
piece.
yes.
So number 29, we have some more pieces coming to it.
So something for life. What did he put there? Broke.
Broke for life.
Brave? Broke
Broke
for
for
life.
life.
Broke for life. Are you talking about being an artist?
Might be might be a commentary. I really love
And the little print. He's got the little crown there.
yeah, and
Yeah.
the skull,
Come on,
It's
people!
almost
It's
like
Halloween.
like multiple animal skulls, like
Yeah.
layered.
And yet the whole bigger thing also looks like another animal. The body.
Totally.
How he must see the world. It's very fascinating.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. We always think that we know what people are seeing, their perceptions, but we really don't.
No.
And this is proof of it. Whenever we look at art, it just goes to show everyone has their own eye and their own perspective.
Yeah, so true.
We don't really realize what I think is my table and chairs, and I think that you see the same thing, but then you probably see it differently, and we just don't know until you start painting it.
Yeah. Right? Or talking about it. Like
Yeah.
I've been talking to my classes about like the curriculum, and it's like because I want them to know where my grades are coming from. So we're talking about all the words that come from the curriculum. It's like, you guys, you do all of this when you, like you said, when you're talking about each other's work in the classroom, when you're looking at each other's work and like thinking about, oh, how does that look compared to mine? Or how does that look compared to so-and-so's? Like you do this, it's such a like innate thing. Like when you're interpreting the work around you and you're comparing and you're contrasting, like, wow, I would have never thought to do that. And so you're like covering all these curricula. And so it's been like, it's hard to talk about it, and there's so many words and the curriculum's so heavy with words. So we have these things that we're like kind of broken down into sections. We're like going through it and the kids are like, but as soon as I like break it down into like what it really means. Like, yeah, that like we're totally doing this, and this is what, and so they're able to see like, because we really do see everything so differently.
We do. I mean, even this picture, like look at the background of what he's created. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Alone, just the background, never mind the foreground
Yeah,
of what he's layered on top of it. Like it's
yeah, it's so true.
not
Actually, like this one kind of reminds me of this
painting,
like the
Yeah.
color, like
Yeah.
the more you look at it, the more you're gonna see,
I don't like it.
right?
yeah, absolutely.
I have a backup canvas.
And that's the thing about art, and the thing that people don't realize is
Grab the
there's what you create, and then of course there's the audience and what they feel and what they think. That's the other half of it,
Yeah, totally.
and it's always different, always changing.
I'm gonna lay this down somewhere.
Ooh,
Yes, please.
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the way though. Can you help me?
Yeah.
This
How
is
do you-
really wet
Oh, it's really wet.
and gooey.
How can I
Okay.
hold it?
I'm
Can
gonna
you put
show
it on
it
the easel,
and
maybe?
find a place for it.
Okay.
Wow. Joanne, are you watching? You better be. It's kind of like his and hers, right?
Totally.
Oh, I get it. Rich is doing another couples painting.
Yeah. Is he starting another one? Oh yeah, he is. Here, sorry, Ryan. I'll get my camera.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so this is going to be number 30.
So not 17, because 17 always ends up being.
Oh
a
yeah, I
rich
don't know
number.
where 17 went.
Oh, okay.
Whoever got Rich's piece from last week actually maybe has it on their piece still.
Is
I
that
don't know.
most? I think Damien went moist. Is that moist? Is it
Oh
wet?
yeah, no,
It
it
is
is
wet.
most. Yeah, it is most, Damien. So that's
Oh,
the
sorry.
tag.
The artist.
That's his tag. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're totally right, Damien. Actually, usually he has it written somewhere in there, but this one maybe it is in there somewhere with the
What?
images.
Sorry.
No, we're talking about.
Are you thinking about where you're putting this?
I am just gonna stand here until the world collapses.
We'll just
You don't
keep
have to
talking.
Find a spot.
I wanted to show them, and they've seen it now. So if you can help me, please help me.
No, that was your job. I
What?
need you to find a spot for that.
The easel, I suppose. We'll have to put the Wonderland down,
see, listen,
Can you
just
take
give
the
it to-
Wonderland off?
and then we'll put it on that so it can dry.
Or is it too wet?
That's okay.
Exit. Screen left.
Thank you.
The same thing.
Yeah.
See here, I thought it was
It was,
the eye missing from the most. Instead, it was most.
Right, and again, it's like totally perception because if you don't know his like
Yeah.
alter egos and all the different stuff going on, then we
That's right.
right.
Yeah. This is why history is so good.
It's
Had
true.
to look it up.
That's got a lot of life in it.
Is it winter? Oh, sorry.
Oops.
It was kind of spring-like when I came here.
See, people should tune in from 7 to 9 for a little bit of art history,
So they get cold.
art interpretation, you know, and not just seeing the pieces, but conversation a little bit about them.
Having yeah, exactly. Getting to know a little bit more about them because you can only say so much when you're on that moment, and then the bids start coming and
Yeah. And also, if you know the artist, and of course we don't go there, but when you actually know the personality of the artist, and then you start looking at the art, then it's even more, right?
oh, totally. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly
Like
it.
the themes that are being explored, or you know,
Actually,
what's being
that's
said.
a good point. So with Alvin's work, I always see the contrast between. So he's so quiet and like so just calm when he's here, and so then you see his work, and it's so just like there's so many things going
The
on. And there's-
activity, yeah.
right and
Yeah.
and so I like that. That's a good point you bring up, is like the artist is such a big part of the pieces.
Well, I used to manage a campus TV station, and I had 2 people that worked for me, and everybody thought that they were very, very almost like concrete sequential thinkers because they had lots of rules and things.
Yeah.
But then when you go in their offices, you would realize that actually they're very abstract, random. And the only reason they were being concrete was the only way to manage their world.
Totally.
Otherwise, it would have
yes.
just been chaos, you know?
Yeah. completely.
Ooh, what is this?
Okay, I'm gonna go. I want to take a picture of Rich's. I'm sorry. Is it okay if?
Absolutely. Go take a picture of Rich's. Yep. And I'll just chat with Kelly or something.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll be right back. Oh,
So Kelly, Jess just went to take some pictures.
Oh, okay.
I want to make a painting.
So what do you do with the stuff that you create, Kelly? Do you keep it? Do you sell it? What do you end up doing with your art?
I sell it. So I've got 5 of the pieces in a store called Purple Hippo in Lethbridge. So there's 5 of them there. There is 5 right now at Market Spot in Market Mall. So I'm a featured artist, I guess, there. First time. So
Yeah, I know the place. It's a great
9 of
space.
them. What?
I've been there. It's a great space.
Yeah. So there's 5. So Viviana has all her stuff in there too. So
Yeah.
but mine are only there for
Start screaming at him.
they're in the front left window.
Start screaming at him.
And then I got 9 of them at Screen Fest right now. And
So would you say, Kelly, you're able to make a living on your art?
no, I don't make
No.
enough.
Right.
Technically, most of the art that I sell is I don't even charge for my labor or anything. It's just cost of materials. So I can't really live off that. But that's I don't do it for that. I do it because I like to do it.
Absolutely.
Stuff.
Well, you're very prolific, right? Because you
Yeah.
create a lot of content, and so does Viviana. She creates a lot of art as well.
Yeah, I like making the art. It's not really about selling it. It's about connecting with other people that like my art. Well, then it's a conversation piece in general. So it's not really about
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
What is that?
making money
Well,
about it.
because your art is a bit different than the typical people's art. Did it take you a while to sort of? I mean, your art's not for everybody.
No,
Did it take you a while to just go, this is who I am and this is what I'm going to put out there?
yeah. It's a little bit different too because not all of them are scary. Some of them are like I have a fairy collection that started. I have the 12 Jasons, which I have not finished. I've got one. I've got a reindeer, like a light up a reindeer that I haven't done, and it's going to be lit up from the inside. It'll look like a deer, but it'll have a bear on top of it that is a hunter. I haven't decided yet, but it'll sometimes it changes. Like the cat that I was originally he was going to do something else, and then I saw something and I got an idea, and so he turned into. With the mouse in his mouth. It changes every time. So I could look at it and the whole idea would change. So, but I just really like making them. I have fun making them. I like putting them together. I like seeing what they look like from base all the way to what they look like now. Like the pigs, the 3 little pigs. That one I love doing that.
Okay, yeah, Jess is back now.
Okay.
Oh, fun! Look, I'm now looking at Damien's comment. He said his first 2 pieces he bought from here were by Most. I recently connected with him and we're trading art. Ah, that's so cool, Damien.
There you go.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's so funny too, even just like thinking of the people that we've met through here. Like for instance, like Panda, we used to talk about him more as Panda, and then over COVID he started saying like Alox more, and then so it's like everyone has their different names too. So that's another. It's kind of interesting.
Is my other camera on?
Through here,
It's like having a pen name.
totally, yeah. So this is by
Jonathan Livingston.
Oh, I said Jonathan Livingston.
Jonathan Livingston, I say. Don't poop on me.
This is by Tanner, the river bird, his other pen name.
No, the bird. Might be happy prince.
Interesting.
There we go.
Can you bring it a bit closer, Jess? I just want to see the
Happy friends.
Oh, yeah. See, when you bring it close like that, I see the expression on the,
Yeah, the eye. Yeah.
yeah, the face. Yeah.
So this is really neat too. So for Tanner, he usually does a lot more ephemeral, like smoke-filled skulls, and they're always bird skulls, but this one's the most like fleshed out bird that he's ever done.
Interesting. I wonder why. I wonder why he went in this direction,
It's interesting, hey? Like
right? Like maybe he wants to say something different with his art.
I know they're often at the skate park down here, so maybe there's like a large amount of seagulls lately.
Nothing.
It reminds me of Jonathan Livingston, actually. I remember reading that book.
Yeah.
Aw, you guys all said it at the same
In high
time.
school, they made you read it.
Yeah. So it's just that like
somehow.
I have to pull the cord.
Well, the curriculum. It was the curriculum. As we go back to that.
I wonder. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, your hair.
Maybe I'll-
She's at a cow lick. It looks like a cow came up and licked you on the back of the head.
Right? Just that
Right
one.
there. Yeah.
If I get the rest of it sticking up, then it won't stick out so much. So this one's number 31 by Tanner.
Actually, it's really funny. A really good friend of mine was challenged recently because she's quite conservative, but she's really a nice person. I shouldn't say it like that. But, and then she wrote this really like interesting post about how like her family was.
So, Michelle, I wanted to ask, why do you collect art?
They went with her.
You know,
beliefs and
it's interesting.
even though she felt like it's
Part of it,
didn't agree with
the people. I have to be honest. Part of it's the artist.
and anything else.
Part of it is
I never really thought
I've
about
always enjoyed art, and I think
That's
for me, as
You know, like, if your
growing
dad
up
was
in an
a-
Asian
an
family,
Oilers fan, you weren't really huge,
it's hard to be an
Yes,
artist
man, but-
and be Asian
you know,
because
loyalty
your
to
family
your
sort of
family,
wants you to
share
pick a
that.
more
That's what it's like.
practical
exactly
path, you know. And actually, I chose teaching just because I also liked school and I liked students, so it wasn't hard to go in as
Actually,
to
I
be
just saw, I
a
don't know if it was
teacher.
this week, there was a fight.
But in terms of art, like
And,
since
I was just so irritated.
kind of being part of Rumble, like watching it, and I actually do like looking at art. I do like, you know, I used to have a group of people get together and we'd watch Rumble, as Jess knows, and we would actually talk about the pieces as they were being shown. So we were doing our own kind of like art appreciation because every piece to me is a thought that an artist has taken and manifested into whatever the medium is. So to me, every time I see a piece of art, it stimulates my brain. I kind of want to figure out what they were thinking when they were creating it. So that's my attraction to art. I mean, obviously, you can't buy everything that you see.
And
And
then the thing about hockey is,
oh, another moon.
what really
Right,
bothers me,
but
I think
it's
fans
like I
like
find
most.
art immensely interesting, fascinating. I find artists interesting and fascinating. And
Personally,
no matter how
I don't
simple,
think if I'm in
complex
traffic,
the art
I'll
is,
lose
it's
my
saying
temper,
something.
get out
If
of
you
my
take
car
the time to look at it,
and ruin something.
then you get the gift of it.
In a
You get the
situation where
gift of what
somebody
the
gets
artist is
violence
trying to
puts
do.
violence on me,
So
presumably I
that's
would
why I enjoy art.
defend myself.
That's really
But if I got out of
beautiful.
my car, I
Thank
made a
you.
choice, right?
Yeah, I appreciate hearing
So the
that
idea
from
is
from
that
yeah
goalies
from
can
different
skate
perspectives
all the way
again.
across the ice.
Really nice. So this is by
Not
Janique
flying at school,
Willette.
you know? The kid took off his, you know,
The
fancy
chaos
jacket, walked
around
away to
this
the, gym
glowing
to
orb.
go have a-
But it's like a
I
really
can
good
feel
show.
it
It's like a
squiggling and squirming.
You know what it reminds me of, right? It's creation, right?
Totally. Yeah, that's
It's
what I
the
think.
egg. It's the egg, and it's
Yeah.
the energy of all that surrounding it.
Yeah.
Like it's basically uh, that creative moment, right? Like,
Totally.
the moment of creation. That's what I see.
I see that too. I actually I bought this piece from Janique a long time ago, and this one actually I was thinking, oh, we could resend it into the universe, but yeah, it's funny because I teach all of this stuff in the spring. We always talk about life and family life, and it's I actually had this in my classroom for that reason.
Wow, it's like the Big Bang, right? It's
Totally.
that moment just before it happens. You can
Yeah,
feel
like
it.
the void or the chaos, and then
Yeah, it's you know
the
the
inspiration.
chicken and the egg.
Yeah, totally. That's number 32 in the
Wow.
auction. It's going to be a $20 opening bid.
Can you bring it closer even,
Yeah,
Jess?
for
I
sure.
just want to see what the lines are.
And he was scoring. They're like, no,
Wow. It's so powerful that when you get close, it the white kind of takes over, you know? Wow. That's
True, yeah.
really cool.
To murder people. And
How long have you had this piece yourself?
Actually, this one I've had at least 5 years.
Wow.
Like all the physical toll that it took
It's
on
incredible.
and his brain.
It'll be interesting to see how it does tonight if people get it.
Yeah, right? I think
Yeah.
that's the thing. I wouldn't be sad to keep it, but I was also thinking maybe if someone else needs the,
Inspiration.
like you said, it's really that inspiration. It's that like moment before creation.
Yeah.
That's a really good
Yeah.
way to put it.
or like
Yeah.
Tydonia.
I mean, and it literally is a snapshot of creation, like just before it happens, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing. Like,
And you can feel the movement and the motion and the whole thing of it, for
I'll do
sure.
anything you say, Coach. But
And that's the thing that I think that Kelly likes about her art is you're so in the moment of creating. That's the joy, right? You don't
Yeah.
even
Definitely.
know how long it's taking or anything. It's just doing it. And it's you have to be so present, and that's what we always say. We want people to be present.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really neat. Oh, who's the artist?
Janique. So I think, is she in BC now too? Her sister was, maybe still is, fighting in the Fairy Creek protests for our beautiful old growth forests. And Janique is also, I think, working out in BC currently too. I've been seeing her with her awesome adventure photos. So she's been in BC, I think, recently.
My daughter wrestled.
Well, I have a friend that she biked all the way from Montreal to Alberta,
She told the coach she was training with me at my school.
over
That's
4,000 kilometers on a bicycle.
That's incredible. Was it for like a cause, or was it like to see if she could, or?
I think she was taking herself, like she's been out in Montreal for literally 20 years.
Yeah.
And I think she just, I haven't talked to her yet, but she did come back to Calgary. So, but I think she was moving back, and she was just biking across the country, like literally starting in July, and she arrived just
But I was
before
also mad because she went
Thanksgiving
out practicing.
with her family for dinner.
That is a trip.
Yeah, it was
That dinner
incredible.
would taste so good.
Yeah, yeah, and she just posted it took her 2 weeks to kind of recover now, and now she's kind of getting to the point where she can sort of, start putting sentences together and stuff.
Until grade 9.
Totally.
So
Wow.
his first year
I
wrestling,
think
he was
so.
up
Okay, it
against
sounds
me.
like 20 minutes to the auction. So
Yes.
number 32 by Janique.
And
Willette.
I would have been happy to train him because I'm his dad. He didn't want me to train him. So grade 9 he starts wrestling.
Michelle, the other thing I was going to say is also the reason why I do the bears is I feel that I put a part of my heart, my soul into them.
Now, in fairness,
So I really like what I create.
Yes. But I mean, you always choose bears. So is there something about bears that resonate for you?
but
I tried dolls, and dolls were really hard to work on, especially trying to get their eyeballs out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
That's
I
fair.
would break, so I used a scalpel
Yeah.
to remove their eyes. But to do it on a doll, I'd snap the scalpel half the time in half.
So creative, but
It was really difficult. So, and they didn't really, they were okay, but I had years. Because they can do, the other thing is like, it's like a reuse, like, a lot of people throw them out.
to wrestle when he goes
And I didn't want them to go in the landfill, so that's the other reason I started doing this.
throw him down hard.
Did.
So recycle them.
I thought, well, that's
Something better.
that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, I think there's a real dichotomy in your art between when you use your bears and then when you create. But Jess has got the next. Is it David's piece?
Hey, yeah. So this is another piece
Oh
that
my gosh.
came back into the space after being sold over COVID. So this is the 10th Street Bridge.
Can you bring it closer?
Because I was only there
Yeah.
and,
Yes, the 10th Street Bridge,
Oh,
just before the flood.
but
It actually looks
Right?
like at some point of the flood.
It does. It looks so high.
Yeah, it's very high. Yeah.
And then I got it together.
Wow.
I love that orange light on the underside of that bridge.
Yeah, it suggests that the sun is somewhere, right? Like the
Yeah.
sun is sort of upper.
Then went again.
Wow, that's cool. So it's back in the auction.
And then
All you lucky people that did not get the chance to get this piece.
And then you just
Yeah, so by David Belcourt, oil on canvas,
one more.
opening $40 for this lovely little oil painting.
I might have to bid on that too.
It's a really lovely piece. Like you were talking about that last time, like when people have identifiable landmarks, kind of like it's kind of lovely to have those.
Yeah,
Little,
I'm gonna-
again, like a snapshot of the time of year, those greens, and a snapshot of the time of day in that space. And
you put me down for 40, Jess. I'll start it.
40? Okay,
Yep,
I'll
for
get you
sure.
on that.
Concerned because before and you knew we had a lot of respect.
Okay.
And by this point, you can see that all of our
Because I live right by the river, so all those things that he creates,
That's
they're very
right.
familiar by Kensington or anything like that.
Totally.
And it's small, and that's the thing about art, right? It's like,
Right?
yeah,
you're
it's
showing
nice
up
and
this
it's
space.
smaller.
And yeah, actually the colors are really nice for your place. The orange, that like little pop of orange, like you have really nice colors.
Yeah.
All right. So I think
the time to shut it off.
we are going to start shutting. We're going to shut off this feed. So people watching, thank you so much. That was really fun talking about those pieces. Thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you, Kelly. And yeah, I will. Thank you, everyone who is watching and listening. And we are going to start the auction in like 15-20 minutes. So we'll look for the feed, we'll share the feed, and then we'll start with the auction. So you can look through the event page, look at the pieces, and you can start texting 403-629-7424 with any bids you want to put down, and I'll start writing them down. So thank you very much. See you soon.
Bye,
See you
Jess.
soon, everybody.
Bye.
We're all doing different things.
Yeah.
We're like singing one's different.